Idaho's home to hundreds of square miles of fresh water, and that doesn't include the hundreds of millions of acre-feet under the ground. So when you turn on your faucet at home, you expect to see that fresh water come out. But that's not what has been happening in Homedale. Apparently, it's been coming out brown and yellow, stopping people from drinking or even bathing in it. That's what one mother told Aspen Shumpert, and that it's also been a problem for years.
We have been here 3 years in February.
And since moving into their home in Homedale, Amber Luton says water quality issues have persisted.
Our water is absolutely disgusting.
At least every other month, if not every month, their water is yellow.
It makes it hard for us to want to cook with it, clean with it. I don't feel like it's safe for my kids to bathe in there.
She says her family has stopped drinking the water entirely and relies on bottled water or filling up jugs at relatives' homes.
It definitely adds to the increase of our already high grocery bill. It is doable, but unfortunately it's not doable for everybody.
She says nothing ever feels clean. Not a shower, the dishes, their clothes.
Your water's not clean to begin with, and then you have to clean your dirty floor, and so you're just putting more dirt back on your floor.
Luton says she's called City Hall at least 4 times every year for help.
They always tell me that I just need to flush my hot water tank and that I need to let my lines run. Unfortunately, it's also my cold water, so I know it has nothing to do with my hot water tank. I asked them for how long, and they said however long it takes. I ran all of my faucets, including my indoor and my outdoor ones that are connected to my house water, for over 30 minutes. I called them back and they said, oh, okay, I guess you can turn it off because it didn't change anything.
But the discoloration earlier this week is the most severe Luton's seen it.
It did turn to a muddy, murky brown color.
When she called this week, the city sent its Public Works team out to flush the fire hydrants in Luton's subdivision.
He said that when he opened those hydrants, it was the worst that he's ever seen. If you go around to the other side of our subdivision, on the first hydrant that he opened, the concrete and the road is actually currently still stained from all the debris that was coming out of the hydrants.
She says her entire subdivision of about 40 houses all experienced discolored water. But she knows of more throughout the city from posts on social media.
But it's frequent enough that it's wrong.
She hopes sounding the alarm on the issue will help find a solution.
I need them to take it seriously and for the health and the happiness of the community, and we need to know that they care about our well-being.
We weren't able to reach the city's Public Works Department today, but Idaho Department of Environmental Quality says they are aware of the concerns and have spoke with the city. They say the city of Homedale is in compliance with all health-based required water quality standards and testing. And from the pictures, DEQ says it appears to be elevated iron levels, which is not a direct health hazard. But it is frustrating. It comes with problems with taste, smell, and appearance. They recommended maybe more recurring flushing like we saw the Public Works Department come out and do today. That did clear it up. I showed you that brown water. This week it's a little more milky, not as brown.
Because that brown water is pretty brown.
Yes, so maybe reoccurring flushings, but also they tell me that the city is looking into upgrades to their system, so there could be some better improvements there down the line as well.
Hopefully we see that down the line. All right, thanks, Aspen.